If you're struggling to get things done or show up for yourself or do the things you know you want and need to do, it's important that you start seeing yourself as an authority figure in your life. You probably don't see yourself that way right now. And this is something that I've struggled with throughout my own life and I've had to learn to deal with and manage. And the way that it's worked for me to be able to do this is to stop giving myself another option. And what I mean by this, because again, this is much easier said than done. It's not always easy to do this, especially if you have certain mental health issues or neurodivergence, of course. But really what it comes down to is knowing that you are your new authority figure, right? You are your parental figure in a sense, if we're talking from that perspective, right? You are dealing with your inner child, your inner teenager, whoever, who is rebelling against your authority. And so it's important, as I've learned throughout my own experience, to have to understand how to work with those parts of yourself, how to treat yourself like your inner child, to recognize, listen, understand what they need, and then also respect yourself enough to be that authority figure, to see yourself as that authority figure. And of course, when you don't give yourself another option, that means you have to follow through with action. And I think that's the hardest piece here, forcing yourself to act in the ways that you need to act in accordance with your values, your morals, and the things you want to achieve in your life. But I do think from a wording perspective, not giving yourself another option is a great way to put it. It's what's worked for me. It's what helps me understand that I don't have another option because I'm not giving myself another option. Of course, in life, we do have many options at times, right? There are many things we can or can't do. But when you don't give yourself another option and you stand by that, you start to prove yourself over and over again as an authority figure. You show yourself that you trust yourself to that extent. And so, of course, it's hard to get over the hump of doing what you need to do to prove that to yourself. But once you do it once, I truly think that it's kind of like a domino effect over time. You then show yourself more and more that, see, I am proving to myself this. I am an authority figure. The last time I said that I had no other option, I did the thing. And then before you know it, I think you get to a point where you're recognizing that, okay, there are things that I can achieve, but also knowing when to be easy on yourself at times too. It's not always about forcing yourself to do things that you need to do just for the sake of it. It's also about knowing when to show yourself some compassion, some rest, because that's also necessary to trust yourself enough to then continue to follow your desires, right? To continue seeing yourself as an authority figure in your life.